What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. It is pretty late at night on Wednesday evening. I was a little too tired last night to film this, so I'm going to do this tonight, which means I'm going to post it probably pretty late. You're likely watching this on Thursday or maybe even later. Good news is lots of sales last week. 23 items sold, the most we've had in over a month at least. The most we've had in a week in 2022. So that's pretty cool. Sort of like what I was saying last week. I don't really know what changed. I didn't really make any more listings than I've been making. I listed 20 items last week, which is pretty average. But $802 in sales, you guys. Wow. Pretty amazing. 23 items. Let's jump into it. All right, up first. Easy one. This one is a Disney Pixar Cars Planes. I don't know which one it was from. It's a little die-cast toy. Sold for, I think, $11 free shipping, so about $7.11 after the free shipping. These guys usually going to sell for like 10 to 20 bucks if they're worth it. Otherwise, they do really well in bundles. Not really like a huge money maker, but like if you can get them in a big group, like they can do well, and they're good for something easy to list, right? So that's a pretty good way to start us off. Item number 2 this week from my personal collection. This is called Senators. It's a board game. Never played it. I was able to pick up this big lot of games from a company at the beginning of the pandemic, about 10 games for like $100. We just like never really played them. And honestly, I need to clear some shelf space out. So I was like, all right, this one's one I'm not really interested in. Let's see if I can sell it. Listed it for 10, finally did sell it. About $10 into it, about $10 out of it. Not too bad. Definitely not going to make money off of it, right? But that wasn't the point of this. It was really just to free up space in the house. Item number 3 this week. Oh, this was a good one, guys. I picked up this iPod in last Saturday's video. I think I kind of swooped in and took it from somebody else. Watching the footage again, some guy walked up to the table, put down his stuff. I walk up next to him, grab the iPod, and he's like, oh, I was just about to grab that too. So I think I probably was not like the most polite about that. So yeah, sorry about that, you guys. That was not great etiquette at all. I think they wanted $5 for it. I don't know. I ended up buying it as a bundle for everything I bought that day. Something like that, right? I think I spent $40 on everything, and this one item sold for $75. I think it was plus shipping. So I can't remember. I wrote down 75 over here. Who knows what it really was, to be honest. It was something like that. I listed for 80, took a best offer of 75. Really good flip if I got it. Even if I got it for like more than $5, still a really good flip. All right, item number 4. You guys can probably see it was $200, basically $199.99 free shipping. Yeah, that means this one's going to be
the sale of the week.
Yeah, is a good one. This one, probably about a month ago, got this at a Savers thrift store. I think it was $2.99. And I saw it was an Olympus Infinity, and I was like, I'm just going to buy this. I didn't look at anything about it. I'm like, if it doesn't work, I might even be able to get money for this for parts. It actually was missing like the button cover on top, which I noted it in the listing. I didn't put it in the title, which I'm a little worried about. We'll see if I have to give a refund on this. I hope not. I put it in the description. I put it in the condition. I put it in a couple places, but not in the title. So that's always kind of a worrisome thing for me. This is a fantastic flip, right? $299 into $200. Holy cow. That is just crazy. All right. Item number 5. This is something I also got in last Saturday's video. This was a bookend from America. It's a Hallmark thing. It's from like American Girls. It wasn't American Girl doll, but it was like American Girls. And I looked up one of them. I bought 2 of them, and it looked like I might be able to get $30 for it. Of course, then when I got home, I was seeing really they're only selling for more like 15 to 20. Listed for 15 and sold within a couple hours, so I probably could have gotten 20. It's okay. I ended up paying $5 for this. I think I paid $5 for another one, and then $5 for a Roku, which was a little bit too much, which I kind of knew at the time, right? Early garage sale season, I wanted to buy some stuff, but wasn't really my best purchase. I figured with If this was worth 30, then 15 for everything would have been a good deal. If it's worth 15, not as good of a deal. So not a bad flip, just not going to be the best flip ever. All right, item number 6. This one's a little bit more fun, right? This is a green KitchenAid countertop blender. Found this at Savers Thrift Store probably 3-4 months ago, something like that. Really thought it was going to do well. I think I listed it for 50 and I cross-posted it over to Facebook Marketplace. Thought maybe it would sell quick. It did not sell very quick. It did finally sell. I took a best offer of $40 on it. And I think on the shelf it was $9.99. So really like pretty solid flip going from $10 into $40. All right, item number 7. This was from my mother-in-law. She was cleaning out my brother-in-law's room, trying to help him out, like get ready for a tag sale. They're going to have a tag sale, a garage sale. We call them tag sales here in Connecticut. And she was like, hey, do you want to help get rid of some of this stuff? And we can donate some of it. We can put some of it into the tag sale. So you're going to see more and more of that stuff come up as things sell. This was one of the first things we got. Basically just went through, looked up all the clothing and listed a few things. This one, $50, right? So it's going to be like a commission based. So what I'm going to do is 40% to me, 40% to her, 20% to eBay for fees, for shipping, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be $20 to me and $20 to Minnie. Thank you, Minnie. Item number 8. This is a quick one. This is from my death pile, right? I went through a box of all the bits recently. I was looking for a specific item, and I just pulled out like all the connectors, all the like kind of strange looking things I had in there, went through them, donated some stuff, threw some stuff away that didn't work, and listed a few of the things. And this was one of them. So this was from a Cyclone, looks like guitar. So it's a dongle that goes to that. Sold it for $10 plus shipping. It may have been $13.99 free shipping. The more I'm looking at this. Yeah, $13.99 free shipping. No idea where I got this from. No idea how much I paid for it. I put $0 on my notes over here. Anytime you can go through your death pile and find something like that and sell it, it's always going to be a good day. All right, item number 9. This is from my friend Ted. He did what a lot of my friends have done, brought me a box of stuff, had some really neat things in there. This I looked up and it was selling like okay. And I was like, you know what? I always need stuff to list. Let's just list it and see if it sells. I listed it for $11 free shipping. Ended up selling within about a month. So after shipping, about $7. Thank you, Ted. Item number 10. Got this off camera at a Savers thrift store a few weeks ago. It looked interesting, right? It just caught my attention. So I used Google Lens, looked it up, found out that it was Paw Patrol from like Paw Patrol, like Dino Rescue, I believe. And there were 4 dinosaurs in there. They wanted, I think, $3.99, $4.99, something like that. I was like, yeah, for 4 of these things, all of them are going to sell for about $7 each. I was like, let's do this. What I've been realizing is that I've been pretty inefficient with my listings. I think if I had just put these all into one listing for like $25, maybe even $30, I could have done a lot better. It would have been a little bit more meat on the bone, right? Instead of me trying to eke out every little tiny dollar out of it and sell each of them for $7. So I'm going to implement that going forward, right? Going to try and do a little bit more bundling, maybe be a little more selective when I'm buying. That used to be a rule of mine where I would only buy things that are $30 or more in value. And I kind of got away from that, right? The pandemic, especially, I was like, I got to buy everything I can. And I've ended up with a lot of $10-ish items, and that's not a good way to be efficient, right? I'm going to make more money in the long term if I have more stuff to list. And of course, there's still some things I'm probably just going to keep buying, like video games, which not always going to be huge home runs like that, but easy to list too. But yeah, so into this for about $1, sold it for just about $7 after shipping. Item number 11. This was a new one to me. These were some baby shoes. Amber and I went to Savers a few weeks back, and there was a whole bunch of them on the rack. And I was like, you know what? Let's just buy some and see how they do. I went through all of them, looked them all up. Really, they're virtually worthless. Looked like in lots, they can do okay. If you can get some of the big name brands, Nike, that kind of stuff, they can do a little bit better. Brand new is going to help, and brand new in the box is going to help a lot, which probably you're not going to find very often. Maybe at a garage sale, maybe at an estate sale, something like that. I don't know. This one sold for $5, and it cost me about 99 cents at the beginning. So not going to really make any money on this, but kind of interesting to learn, that's for sure. Item number 12. This is also from last Saturday, the same sale I got that iPod at, the Sony voice recorder. Sold this one for $40, right? So I only paid $40 for everything at that sale, you guys, right? So another $40 out of this plus the $75. We're definitely into the profit on it. I think I ended up picking up 3 voice recorders. The other 2 were Olympus. They're going to sell for a little bit less, probably like $10 to $15. So this one was more of the home run of the 3 of them. Yeah, any kind of Sony electronics a lot of times can do well. Be selective, but I would say for the most part, Sony are going to do all right. Item number 13. This is a Scrabble game. This is one of the ones with the rotating tables. Rotating boards. There we go. These are going to do well. They're usually going to sell $25 to $35. If you can get them brand new, you're going to be doing really well. They can sell for up to over 100 sometimes. But yeah, these are going to be solid sellers. The hard part is that they're big, right? So a lot of times I have to Frankenbox a couple things together, meaning that I'm going to take 2 boxes and smash them together so that I can make one that's wide enough to fit this kind of thing. So I've done this enough that I've gotten pretty good at it. It still does add a little bit of time though. So you got to account for that kind of in all your accounting, right? You don't want to be spending so much time that you're not making any money. But the good news is I was into this for about $6.99, sold it for $30. So pretty reasonable flip for Scrabble. And honestly, these are pretty fun to sell. All right, item number 14. Like I had said about the Hallmark Girl, the bookend I sold earlier, bought a Roku at the same time. Figured this I could get about $10 for this. And I listed at 15, took a best offer at 12, which I thought was fair. Into this one for $5. Not going to really make a ton of money on this, but early season garage sales wanted to buy something, right? So that's what happened there. Item number 15, Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. This is from my friend Matt's. He went through a bunch of his stuff. They were doing a big cleanup of their house and gave me a bunch of stuff to sell, right? And he knows I love to sell video games. This one sold for about $11 after shipping. So it's going to be just over $4 to me and $4 to Matt. He has given me a lot of stuff lately, you guys. So have made a good amount of money for him and a good amount of money for me. Was able to just pay him out on all the stuff he gave me. And I believe he's going to buy a giant dragon. So that could be really interesting. Maybe he'll talk about it down in the comments. All right. Item number 16. This is definitely something to look out for. Franklin Library books. Don't see these very often, but when you do, if you can get them for a couple dollars, they're going to sell. Selling these anywhere from $10 to $50, $60, $70 each. You can also, if you want to do, if they're like $10, lot them up into like 2, 3, 4 of them. You're going to get $30, $40 for the lot probably. Definitely should be on the lookout. This one I paid $2.99 for at a Goodwill, and it sold for $12. So really, really solid little book flip right there. All right, really quick. Item number 17. Selling this for a friend. Not going to put anything up on the screen. They've asked not to be mentioned. Sold it for $20 free shipping. So about $16 after shipping. So thank you very much. Item number 18. Sold this. It's a CD writer, right? The 2 disc trays. Normally this could be the sale of the week, right? $125, but with that other sale at $185, you can't compete with that one. So honestly, not bad. I got this at a different Savers than I usually go to. There's 3 local to me now. One's a little bit farther than the rest. Went there on a Saturday morning, late in the morning, kind of found it out of the electronics section. They wanted $6.99 for it. And I looked it up and it was selling for $100, $125. And I'm like, you know what? For $7, it's a pretty good risk to take, right? If we can turn this into $125, if it works. I needed to grab a power cord, which I did, and test it, which I did, and it worked. So I was really happy about that. And it sold within a couple weeks, honestly. So gotta love it when that's able to happen. Everything came together on this one. So great flip right there. Item number 19, VCR, Panasonic VCR. Very similar to the last item, paid $6.99 for this at a Savers a few weeks back. Ended up selling it for $40 plus shipping. So definitely going to keep looking out for Panasonic VCRs. The rest of the VCRs lately haven't been doing as well. The prices have come down. People aren't super interested. I think maybe we might be coming to the end of the VCR trend. We'll see. The DVD VHS still seems to be riding high. So definitely keep looking out for those. Item number 20 and 21 actually got contacted by somebody locally and wanted to see if I would be willing to change it to local pickup, which I did. They offered me $50 for both of these items. So the first one is an Apple TV. This was ours. I just listed it, trying to sell it, get it out of here. Been for sale for a while. So I was like, yeah, $20 seems reasonable. And then the second one is this Starbucks mug from Peru. I was hoping to get more like $45 for this, but I was like, you know what? She wants to do local pickup. She wanted to do cash for it. I was like, cash is king, right? Let's get this thing going. Some confusion with picking it up. So she ended up paying me $35, even though I'd taken her offer of $30. Not going to complain. It was really nice of her to do that. So honestly, really good. The Apple TV, like I said, it was ours. So $0 into that. We don't know when we bought it or how much we paid for it. And then the Starbucks mug was $4.99, I think, or something, maybe even less than that. I've written down $4.99 here. That's probably not what I paid. That seems like way too much for a Starbucks mug. It was probably $1 to $2, something like that, right? So going to $35, solid flip. Not all Starbucks mugs created equal, but you're probably going to be all right with a lot of the You Are Here ones, a lot of the city ones. Those are going to do pretty good. And I've actually done pretty well with a few of the others that are like a little bit more specialized. The plainer it gets, like the lower the value. That's a pretty good rule to go by. All right, item number 22. 200 white dice, 14 millimeters. This is another matte item. It is a little weird though, right? Yep. So this one is
Amber's Weird Sale of the Week.
That's right. Amber's Weird Sale of the Week. She did not think that this would sell. Matt gave me, I think, 6 of these. We weren't really sure. I valued them at $25. I created a multi-item listing or multi-quantity listing. So one listing, all of them on there. If you buy more, you can get a little bit of a discount. I'm not going to worry about that too much, right? Like I sold one. I'm pretty happy about that. And hopefully they'll keep selling. Thank you, Matt. All right, item number 23. This is the last item this week. Craftsman 18-volt battery. I had bought 2 batteries and a charger and a drill for like $6.99 at a Savers thrift store. That was a great deal. I sold the charger already for $35 and now sold one of the batteries for $30. Now I've listed the second battery also at $30. I don't know if the drill's ever going to sell. I may end up donating that. We will see. But right, it's going to end up being like $2.50, something like that for this that I would have paid into it as the cost, right? So pretty good. All right. Well, that was the last item this week, you guys. 23 items sold. $802.40 was the total sale price. Cost of goods sold, $167.50. A lot of that from commissions, right? Like it's going to cost me a little bit more money because I'm paying people 40% of the sale price. Let's see here. We had $124 estimated for fees. So it's going to be about $300 of the $800 is going to be fees, but that's going to leave about $500 in profit. That is pretty good at $800. That is actually a little bit on the high side. Spent about 10 hours working on reselling last week. Not a lot. So 500 divided by 10, $50 an hour, you guys. Holy cow. What a good week it was. I don't think it's going to repeat this weekend. I don't know this week. I have been having a lot of sales on the weekend. I think we ended up shipping out like 10, 11, 12 boxes, something like that out of the 23, right? So almost all the sales came Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is kind of crazy. All right. Well, that is going to do it this week, you guys. If you've enjoyed this content, please do smash that like button. And if you're interested in subscribing, we'd love to have you. If not, that's okay too. Please keep watching. We really enjoy that you've come here and checked out the channel. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.